Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. It's your girl, Lady Q, and the psalm of the day is Psalm 38. So let us get into it. Oh Lord, do not rebuke me in your wrath, nor chasten me in your hot displeasure. For your arrows pierce me deeply, and your hand presses me down. There is no soundness in my flesh because of your anger, nor any health in my bones because of my sin. For my iniquities have gone over my head like a heavy burden. They are too heavy for me. My wounds are foul and festering because of my foolishness. I am troubled. I am bowed down greatly. I go mourning all the day long. For my loins are full of inflammation, and there is no soundness in my flesh. I am feeble and severely broken. I groan because of the turmoil of my heart. Lord, all my desire is before you, and my sighing is not hidden from you. My heart pants, my strength fails me. As for the light of my eyes, it also has gone from me. My loved ones and my friends stand aloof from my plague, and my relatives stand afar off. Those also who seek my life lay snares for me. Those who seek my hurt speak of destruction and plan deception all the day long. But I, like a deaf man, do not hear, and I am like a mute who does not open his mouth. Thus I am like a man who does not hear and in whose mouth is no response. For in you, O Lord, I hope you will hear, O Lord my God. For I said, hear me, lest they rejoice over me, lest when my foot slips, they exalt themselves against me. For I am ready to fall, and my sorrow is continually before me. For I will declare my iniquity. I will be in anguish over my sin. But my enemies are vigorous and they are strong. And those who hate me wrongfully have multiplied. Those also who render evil for good. They are my adversaries because I follow what is good. Do not forsake me, O Lord. Oh my God, be not far from me. Make haste to help me, O Lord, my salvation. Hallelujah. That when we read here, when you have done something that's not pleasing to God, and you have found yourself in a place where you have sinned and you have fallen short, and you're dealing with your own sin. What's even worse is in the midst of dealing with your own sin and you already feel convicted in your heart. You already struggling and you're seeking God and you're going through your own stuff. What's even worse is when you got people coming up against you while you're going through your own stuff, while you're in the midst of even decisions that you have made that was not pleasing to God, and you recognize that what you did was not pleasing to God's eyes, and having to deal with the weight and the burden of God not being pleased by your actions. And on top of that, then you got your adversaries, your enemies that seek to do evil even in the process of you trying to still do good. It can be a heavy place to be in. It can be a real dark space to be in if we allow ourselves to get so consumed by all of those things. And yes, oftentimes we may feel like, God, you have forsaken me. Lord, please don't leave me. Please rush to come help me and to come save me in the midst of what I'm going through. And sometimes we feel that way, even though we've already done some things that we should not have done, and we're being beat up by other individuals, and we're in this space. And on top of that, now we're saying, Lord, I need you to come rescue me out of my stuff. That doesn't mean that you haven't sought forgiveness. You just found yourself in a dark place and you're trying to press through. You're trying to hold on. You're trying to keep doing what is good even in the midst of your own lack sometimes. And even your own lack will cause you to be burdened down, will cause you to be heavy. It almost sometimes you feel lifeless in the midst of what you're going through because of decisions that you yourself has made. And so I want to encourage you that even if you have slipped up, even though you have fallen, even though you haven't done all the right things, don't give up. Keep pressing, keep doing what you are supposed to be doing. God will surely come and show up and deliver you out of what you're going through. And yeah, the reality of it is when we're going through our worst, where there's enemies lurking to see us going through our worst, that they'll even try to beat us down in the midst of all of that. So you can't allow yourself to be distracted by those that want to see you fail, because we all have people around us at some point in time in our life that want to see us fail. You have to continue to hold on even when you feel like there are enemies that have that's wrong and they have multiplied in numbers around you. That you got to continue to hold on to God and understand we all make mistakes. We're all going to get to that place where we're going to slip up. The question is when you slip up, are you going to get back up? When you fall, are you going to stand back up? You can't stay down. It doesn't mean because you fall and you failed. You are not a failure because you may have fallen. So, with that being said, you have to get back up. You got to stand back up and you got to keep going. You got to trust God. Like I keep saying, trust God when you can't trace him, when you don't feel him, you trust him and you hold on to him knowing that God is there. He's going to take care of you and soon he will bring you out. But continue to hold on and don't give up. If you have found yourself in a rough place, in a dark space where you are surrounded and bombarded, continue to hold on to God and trust him and watch him bring you out of the situation. And then beyond that, the testimony that comes with that. You all be blessed. It's your girl, Lady Q. You have an amazing and wonderful day.